homer, led the league in tackles with 85. The deep ball for Darius Prince, and Philadelphia's on the board first.
On the draw, this is Grayson Allen. And Allen weaving his way all the way down to the 22.
10-yard line, 5. Mayfield, Dancy, all around. Throw as far as he can throw it. Jump ball coming. Crazy stuff. Not this time.
And you want to be a wide receiver. You're going to have to take a little bit of a hit like that as Brown got him in that shoulder, but watch. Oh, those are teeth.
Do we have a dentist on staff here?
Shady Sports. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Corpus Christi Tritons quarterback Jeremy Hunt. Jeremy, how we doing today, big dog?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Really excited to have you on the show. Kind of right off the bat, you just come off a loss to Amarillo. Tough game. Talk to me a little bit about that game and how you plan to bounce back.
Just looking to kind of get back to work, get back to the basics. We did lose to Amarillo. It wasn't our best game all around, but really it's just something that we can use to actually help us get better. It kind of, in an odd way, came at a perfect time because we have a 2-week bye, so we're really able to get back to the basics and kind of duck our heads and get back to work and keep working towards our goal.
Corpus Christi made a trade for Amarillo starting quarterback Dalton Cole. He's going to compete with you for that job. How has that competition been, and how has it made you a better player?
It's been good so far. We just continuing to work. I think competition just makes you better at any point in time. And so, it's been a super cool time. And since we played them so many times, I've had a couple interactions with him, and he's a super cool dude. And we're just, trying to work together and work towards our goal of winning that championship.
Now, you being a rookie, you're surrounded by some veteran talent such as Richie Anderson. How have those guys kind of led you into your successes this year?
They've been super helpful, just from being in game and just our little communication between there, and just as we've grown throughout the weeks with practice and everything, just them helping me be able to understand like the ins and outs of this game, because like it isn't like outside football at all. It's a very different game that kind of has its own different rules and tips and tricks to it. So they've just been helping me just by anytime they see something kind of getting in my ear, and just us having conversations and communication on like what we're seeing on the field. And it's really helped us a lot just be on the same page.
Now, you being a pocket passer per se, what are the biggest challenges in playing indoors as opposed to outdoors?
I mean, you just don't have the space. There's a lot of throws, and having a stronger arm as well, it kind of makes it a little hard because I have to anticipate a lot more, and also kind of change how like I've had to throw the ball in arena. And but it's been fun, but it's just a couple things that I had to tweak and change up to adjust to the style of play.
Now, early in the season, going back to training camp, you came in as a temporary player for a quarterback that had left, and you kind of had to fight your way in. Speak about the early season adversity you kind of faced.
It was kind of just more growing pains because, like I said, there's a lot to learn really about the facets of this game and the ins and outs of arena ball. So, it was just normal rookie things. It wasn't anything that like I was too concerned about or just nervous. Really just came in to get better every day and just learned and grew as the days went on. So it was just, normal rookie pains of having to grow and push and learn this game quickly, and then going out and producing that on the field.
Now, at University of Fendale, you had the opportunity to play with your brother, which I thought was super cool. Speak about your relationship with him and kind of how he's helped you grow.
Yeah, so I didn't end up getting to the University of Findlay until 2022. I had transferred there, grad transfer from Louisiana Monroe. And it was super cool, man. Just being recruited again and also being recruited at the same time as my brother from that school. Like it was a really cool experience. And just for him, it being his first time because he was coming out of high school. And Findlay was my fourth school that I ended up at. So I'd been in a transfer portal a couple of times and I kind of understood the ins and outs of what recruiting was. But it was just super cool to be able to have that moment with him and then to be able to actually get on the field and play with him. And my brother and I are super close and like we always have been. So it was really awesome just being able to see him grow throughout the year and like our relationship kind of grow and change just because I've never had my brother as a teammate before. So that's kind of something that came with a few bumps and a few bumps and a couple shouting matches and arguments at practice. But it was a surreal experience and probably one of my most cherishable memories from football.
Now, you being an athlete that used the transfer portal, how beneficial do you believe the portal really is?
I'm kind of have an interesting take on it. I think the portal is very beneficial if it's like if you have the tools necessary for it to be beneficial. I think people thinking that if you're a lower level trying to go up to Division I, like that's really tough now, especially with all the guys that are transferring. But I think, it's kind of a cool thing. Just for me, I felt like I used it correctly. Like I didn't really hit the portal until like I was at a point in which I could leave. Like I didn't rush the decision before hitting the portal because, a lot of people hit the portal without really realizing like what's out there, like what are truthfully your options and like where can you go. And a lot of guys hit the portal without film. So I feel like if it's done incorrectly, then it's not much of a help and it's kind of a hassle and kind of just crazy because kids are just entering their names into the portal. But with like help and like done correctly, it's I think it's very beneficial and it's helped me out twice. So
On you going to the portal, part of that, the NIL, right? It's gotten so big, and I feel like you would have had the opportunity to capitalize it being at multiple different schools. How would you have kind of capitalized it looking back on it?
Well, actually, NIL didn't really become a thing until like right when I got to Findlay. That's when like it started kind of becoming a thing. So like I didn't really like. To be honest, I think sometimes it's a little bit of a mess and it's crazy. But like I didn't really look much into NIL because I was just trying to have the opportunity to play with my brother. Continue to work towards start my master's at that time, and so I wasn't really too concerned about NIL and things like that.
Now, you being a rookie in indoor ball, I'm sure you see social media and you see all the stuff going on other leagues and other teams. How thankful are you to be part of an organization like?
I mean, I'm super thankful. A lot of that, as you were saying, like over the past weeks, like we've been seeing a lot of things and the truth about arena and like some of the organizations that aren't being run correctly. And, just kind of really thankful for it. Just hearing other players talking about what they have to go through, where they have to live, like how they have to struggle for food, not getting paid on time. That sucks. And I'm really glad that, I was able to get picked up by this great organization, especially for them being in their first years. It makes me really pleased and happy that we're able to, have a professional organization that's run professionally, and you can kind of see the results of that.
Now, one thing I noticed about you watching you on film, your lateral footwork in the pocket is impeccable. I haven't seen a quarterback with that footwork in a while. Where did you gain that from, and who are some of your idols you look up to?
That's something. Well, to start off, I played baseball also when I was a kid, so I think that attributes a lot to it. Especially playing third base and like outfield, just having to constantly always be on the run, making throws and things like that. So I've gotten really comfortable with like having to be moving and horizontally and still be able to throw the ball down the field. So I would attribute a lot of that to baseball. And then also my quarterback coach back at home, Greg Holcomb, he runs Next Level Athletics. It's a quarterback training group. I worked with him when I was a sophomore in high school, and I mean, he just did an amazing job, just not only like teaching us the basics and fundamentals of throwing correctly, but then the next levels of it. So moving around in the pocket, having to, kind of be in a jumble and mess and scramble around and then get out the pocket while keeping your eyes downfield and be able to accurately make throws all over the field. Because when you look at the next level, like that's a lot of what it is. You have your pocket throws, and those are of course important, but also being able to have that ability to extend plays. And just really, really hurt defenses in that way. So I attribute a lot of that to him as well, just because we've been working. Like I said, he's been my quarterback coach since my sophomore year of high school, and we've drilled that since day one and constantly. So he's really helped me a lot, just be able to adjust and feel comfortable moving around, and then being able to extend plays and do things like that.
Yeah, being comfortable is super important. Outside of football, currently, what are you involved in?
Really, I'm kind of a very low-key guy. I have a German Shepherd who's about to turn 3. So I really just hang out with him a lot of times, watch TV. I walk my dog a lot. I'm not much of a video game kind of guy because I suck at them. Unless you want a good laugh and, you're just there for the entertainment, then I'll hop on the game. But I don't really play the game and things like that. I'm a kind of pretty low-key guy. Just kind of about, business and working, and then just chilling with my dog,
That's a great mindset to have for a quarterback. Jeremy, I appreciate your time tonight. My final question for you is, where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 3 years, both on and off the football field?
I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I'm actually going to, kind of let everyone see in 2 to 3 years where I end up on and off the field. But it should be exciting, though.
I'm excited for you, Jeremy. Again, appreciate your time, and I wish you the best of luck. Come to you.
Thank you so much, my man.